We're here at Swanwick Marina to see this, the new 95 yacht. And to give me the full tour is Sales Director Sean Robertson. I'm going to go and find him right now. Sean, thank you so much for welcoming me aboard this fantastic yacht. So can you run me through some of the sort of main statistics, really?
Yes, this is the new 95 yacht. It's our second yacht launch of the year. It's obviously the 131 back at London show. As the name suggests, she's 95 feet long overall. Comes in a 4 or 5 cabin layout. Price around about £6.5 million. But the key features for this is just this new layout which we've started to see as we walked around.
Absolutely stunning. I wanted to just ask, because it's the V-shaped hull is maintained, isn't it, in this design?
Yeah, absolutely, all the way through the range. You know, our pedigree, our history,
exactly,
is all around this. You know, this real, quite an aggressive V on the hull. What we've done though now is we use something called a warped V. So it was a modified V.
Okay.
So as you run aft in the hull, as the yachts get larger, obviously the bow section, the piece that moves, the bit that moves when you're running, needs to have that fine V to cut into the water. Gives you a really smooth and quiet ride.
What I wanted to ask is how that affects speed.
Well, the good thing is, with the larger yachts, obviously as we just said, the weight you're carrying can affect the speed dramatically. I mean, to give you a good idea, on this yacht, we're carrying 11,000 litres of fuel. Wow. You know, so you've got the fuel, you've got the guests, you've got tenders, toys, jet skis, so it's a huge amount of weight which can, if it's not dealt with correctly, can affect the speed. But obviously with this modified shape to the hull, it generates incredible lift. So once you're at speed, once you're at 15, 16 knots, it generates a huge amount of lift which carries this extra weight and still allows the yacht to perform at the high 20s. We're looking at a 28, 29 knot yacht still, which is still great for this size.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are some key design features at play with this yacht, and they are quite amazing, really. So can you talk a little bit about some of those for us now?
Well, I think, Michelle, what we've tried to do is we're listening to the market, and there's a lot of clients that wanting that yacht layout, that yacht feel, but don't want to be jumping into that, 100-foot plus market.
Yeah, I mean, it's really that sort of super yacht feel almost, isn't it? That's what I'm getting. But
yeah, exactly. So when you walk in, the layout, the dining layout, access to the galley, but more importantly, with that raised pilot house, which is a first for Sunseeker, at this, sub 100 feet, it allows this whole main deck level to be totally reconfigured, much more space, much more light. Yes. You can feel the height in here.
Yes, I mean it does. It feels so incredibly spacious. Yeah. It's amazing.
And we've maximised that with this glazing down both sides. Yeah. You've got a seamless floor through to the cockpit. But also, more importantly, when you go forward, it's allowed us to get an on-deck master cabin.
And again, the height as you come in here.
Yeah, and all the concealed lighting you'll see, it's really gives it a very special feeling on this main deck level.
Yeah, it's superb. So here we are there in one of the key features of this new 95.
Absolutely. I mean, this, as we're talking, this new layout with the raised pilot house allows us to have this fantastic on-deck master, which, as you saw when you walked through, the space, the height, glazing.
It's superb.
Yeah, you can imagine waking up here in the mornings and you've got that view.
I very much can, yeah. It's lovely, and there is that real feel of privacy here, isn't it? Which is key.
Well, you're isolated, so you're isolated away from the noise, the noise, any machinery noise, air conditioning, generators, this type of thing. So you're isolated away from that. You've got this feeling of being, encapsulated with this, the way the lighting's been done, feels a very spacious but very homely environment in here. Obviously with the curtains closed, beautiful, beautiful environment for the sleeping. But in the mornings when you get up, open these curtains, and you've got your own doorway then out onto the side deck as well.
So there's privacy all around, which is good if this is a fully crewed boat, which it can be, can't it?
Yeah, and I think we're at the sort of almost the top end of where we may see clients using the boat themselves with just maybe a deckhand or someone to help with the manoeuvring of the boat. Or alternatively, as you say, it can be, you know, a fully crew-run boat with the owner, the guests, just enjoying everything that there is on board.
Yeah, yeah, which is quite incredible. And just picking up again, we were talking about design, because that's the other thing. It's not just, you know, the bigger things. It's sometimes just the small things, like, you know, just all the fabrics. It just feels so luxurious.
And I think it's key to the client. You know, what we're seeing now, they're enjoying the buying process. You know, this is part of the ownership.
Absolutely.
Is actually coming to the factory, choosing, like you say, all these different fabrics, maybe slightly tweaking the design of the sofas, the layout slightly. And obviously on this master cabin alone, there's so much to work with, you know, with the 3 levels.
Yes, and we should just say that this obviously is where the bed, but it's over here, just in front of us, is where you go down.
Yes, you've got the sweeping staircase comes down to the closets, wardrobes, and then right underneath us, a fantastic ensuite.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the triplex design, I must say, big fan. Now, if you did have a full crew, or indeed had lots of guests staying, there's plenty of room, isn't there, for everyone? It's not just about this room.
No, I mean, this is obviously a highlight for the owner. In terms of crew, right on the aft end of the vessel, we've got a separate entrance. So again, for privacy, there's 4 crew berths, their own small mess galley area. So, you know, it works well for the crew, which is important. You know, you need a happy crew.
Absolutely, yeah, you do.
They're working with you. And for other guests, on the lower deck, we have either 3 or 4 guest cabins, depending on the layout. So you can have almost a second master. So a full beam cabin. Again, maybe if there's 2 couples that own the boat, or maybe for a charter boat where they want 2 more equal cabins, you can do that. Or have the 4 cabin layout, which is 4 doubles, all en suite. So again, it's lots of space, very luxurious. You know, so you won't feel like you're in the second class area, that's for sure.
And there won't be too much of a fight to stay in the stateroom then.
Well, I don't know. I think if I was the owner, I think I'd want to be here.
Yeah, I think I agree with you actually.
So this is what we call the raised pilot house. So as you can see, it's a very well-equipped helm station. Nice relaxing sofa that you're perched on the corner of there.
Nice.
All the instruments behind us here. So it's obviously somewhere the owner or the captain can obviously drive the boat inside, very protected or air conditioned, as the case may be. But the key to it is by raising this up. So remember, normally this would be on the lower deck level where we've just been. It allows all of that main deck level to have all the extra space. So it gives us the dining area, the galley, the access to the master cabin. So it really is key to the design of the yacht.
And I suppose the height as well, the extra height that we're getting.
Yeah, you get the extra height in the hull, direct access to the flybridge behind us, the second helm position. You know, it's sitting here when you're running is stunning. You're up, the view, air conditioned. It is a stunning place to be when the boat's running.
I mean, you can see even from here, looking out onto this marina, how high you really are compared to the other boats. So I can only imagine what it would be like when you're on open water.
Oh yeah, and you get up to 25, 26 knots and start enjoying the yacht. You remember, this is, although she's a yacht, you can still enjoy driving her.
Of course.
And it's a fantastic place to be.
And onto this magnificent flybridge.
Oh, it's stunning, isn't it? This is what the yacht's all about.
Yes, it is.
So you can imagine yourself sat off Saint-Tropez beach. Beautiful lunch, few drinks, in the sun.
In the sun.
Bit of protection here, so this whole roof can slide open or shut. So
fabulous.
That's as much sunlight in as you want or don't want, as the case may be.
This dining table, this obviously folds out.
Yeah, so both leaves fold out. The whole seating arrangement, to be honest, can be totally bespoke by the clients. If you want it more for formal dining, maybe for the casual drinking, you know, a bit of a compromise. This one's a bit of a hybrid for both, with the table folding.
Yeah, I like it. You're talking about drinking over here, of course. Very important.
Well, you've got a full wet bar there. So
lovely.
Refrigeration, grill, ice maker, everything you need really for the perfect afternoon in the sun.
Behind me, I mean, there is a lot of space here as well. So what are the options?
Well, obviously party deck, Or we can look at just the steamer chairs for more sunbathing,
Yeah.
a fixed sun pad. A lot of clients go for a spa tub.
Nice.
So really, again, I think boat number 2 is having just 2 more jet skis up in that area. So it's really flexible for the client's needs.
Sean, thank you so much for showing me around the 95. She's absolutely stunning. What is next on the calendar for Sunseeker?
Well, it's going to be a busy year. As we said, this is number 2 yacht launch of the year.
Yeah.
So in the coming month, we have the launch of the 116 yacht, another exciting new addition to the range. And then come July, August, we've got the 52 Manhattan coming. So right at the baby end of the scale, but no less important.
Absolutely. Well, Sean, again, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Michelle.